What happens when the very people who claim to be the saviors of democracy are caught burning the national capital to the ground? What happens when a political party's hand-picked leader turns his own home into a fortress of terror? For years, the political establishment and their media ecosystem lied to you. They told you the 2020 Delhi riots were a spontaneous clash. They painted the perpetrators as victims. But on July 31st, 2026, the absolute unfiltered truth was stamped by the courts of law. Tahir Hussain, the 𝐼𝐻 Party's very own former councillor, has just been sentenced to life imprisonment. His crime? The brutal, cold-blooded and sickening murder of Intelligence Bureau officer Ankit Sharma. The narrative of the peaceful victim has collapsed. The architects of anarchy have been exposed. Let's rewind to February 2020. While the ecosystem was busy lecturing the country on the constitution, northeast Delhi was systematically set on fire. This wasn't random. It was a highly organized, well-funded pogrom. At the center of this bloodbath was Tahir Hussain. He didn't just participate, he orchestrated it. The Karkarduma court explicitly noted that the violence was driven by an animus against Hindus. Witnesses testified that Hussain was actively delivering inflammatory speeches, exhorting the bloodthirsty mob to teach these kafirs a lesson. And from his weaponized property, a mob dragged 26-year-old Ankit Sharma inside. What they did to him is beyond horrific. Ankit was stabbed 51 times. 51 times. The court noted that his body was dragged like an animal before being dumped into a drain, calling the sheer barbarity of the act nauseating and sickening. This wasn't just a murder, it was a message of terror directed at the Hindu community. But here is the most enraging part of this tragedy. Who empowered this monster? Arvind Kejriwal and the 𝐼𝐻 Party. This is the party that promised a new brand of politics, yet they nurtured him. They shielded him. When the riots broke out, the entire political machinery of Delhi's ruling party stood paralyzed, defending him in front of the justice system and playing politics with the blood of innocent citizens of Delhi. But Tahir Hussain was just the ground-level executioner. The larger conspiracy runs much deeper. Remember Umar Khalid? Umar Khalid is currently rotting in jail under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act for his role in masterminding the broader conspiracy behind these riots. But look at how the India Alliance ecosystem treats him. The Congress party, the left-wing media, the so-called intellectuals have spent years crying tears of blood for Umar Khalid. They paint him as a scholar, a political prisoner, a voice of dissent. Rahul Gandhi and his allies will march for the human rights of accused rioters, but their mouths are taped shut when it comes to the victims. The Congress-led ecosystem provided the ideological cover, the legal defense funds, and the PR machinery to protect the very people who plotted to burn Delhi. They want you to believe that the real victims are the ones throwing the petrol bombs. But the truth cannot be buried in a drain in Chandbagh. The life imprisonment of Tahir Hussain is a massive victory for justice, for Ankit Sharma's family, and for every citizen who believes in the rule of law. It proves that no matter how much political backing you have, no matter how many left-wing journalists write articles defending you, the Indian justice system will grind you down. The ecosystem stands exposed. They nurtured the rioters. They gave them election tickets and they betrayed the people of Bharat.